Hello there, St. Luke's, and it's good to be back with you all for this midweek message. Kelly and I have just returned from our clergy deanery meeting, one of the first ones that has been convened actually since I arrived down here in the Beaufort Deanery. And it was a great joy. It was a great joy not only to bring Kelly along and introduce him to all the clergy in the area, but also to connect with and sort of see friends and colleagues from around this corner, this bottom corner of the diocese, and get to share with everyone all of the joys and all the exciting things that are going on here at St. Luke's. They are aware of the challenges that are involved in transition from a long-serving rector to a new one, and are glad to see that we're still smiling, still standing, and still excited about all of the various things that are happening here at our fair church. And so was just incredibly grateful. It was a beautiful day to drive. It's great to enjoy the fellowship of this wonderful diocese, and to spend a meal and pray and just to enjoy the gift and joy of being called to service here in this diocese, in this deanery, and at this church. And so I just have a few announcements for you here, but first wanted to thank you all for your participation and the wonderful encouragement that I've received from feedback from our healing service that we had this past Sunday. I know it was slightly out of the ordinary, but we had plenty of people come forward. We were a little worried about that, but we're glad that you all participated, and it was very poignant and touching to be able to stand there and watch people come forward. And as the church has had the joy and privilege and responsibility of doing for her entire existence, to anoint the sick with oil and pray and intercede on behalf of those who need healing in mind, body, soul, and spirit. And so I was grateful for your participation. Stay tuned. I believe we're going to do another one of those, perhaps in the beginning of Lent, but stay tuned. But we were, it was a wonderful day. It was a spirit-filled, sweet time to be at church, and it was fitting for St. Luke's here to do it on the feast day of our patron saint, St. Luke. So thank you for your participation in that. And also, we are welcoming, this is a point of a new sexton. So we have Albert Van Bachovi. He goes by Chiche. You'll see him around, and next week I'm going to find and interview him for this, so you'll learn more about him. He's from Venezuela, and he is going to be around helping us out, sort of taking care of the physical plant. So we are so grateful. We have been limping along, and with incredible volunteers that have been helping us out, and a lot of the taking up chairs and moving things, and sort of doing the work of a sexton in anticipation, and prayerful anticipation for welcoming one. And we are so grateful for his participation, and he's coming on board. And so look out for him. And next week we'll interview him, so you can put a face with a name. But suffice it to say, we are grateful for the Lord for bringing yet another team member here to St. Luke's to help us at this church. And that's really kind of the basic gratitude that I shared with the clergy at the deanery meeting, was that it has been a long time, both for this church and then for me personally now, since we have had a full, complete staff. We had a full, from a sexton all the way to associate rector and back, and everyone in between. And we're just so grateful. I can't overemphasize how it's sort of a sense of gratitude, a sense of thankfulness, a sense of, as the Apostle Paul tells the church, what do you have that you did not receive? Well, indeed, we have received much and have much to be grateful for. And so we can add a sexton to that, and we're grateful for his participation and joining our team. So stay tuned. Okay, here's a couple of announcements, though. Let me see. We need volunteers. You know who you are. If you have been sitting back saying, you know what, I've been going to St. Luke's now, and I really enjoy what's going on, and I'd like to sort of take my involvement to the next level. Well, have I got a deal for you? Because we have plenty of next levels that need populating. And so if you would like to be involved in any manner of service to this church on a Sunday morning or throughout the week, we need volunteers for hospitality, helping welcome people. We get visitors and newcomers each and every Sunday that need help finding out where the various, where the bathroom is, what is the Kranz Hall, where do I bring my children. We need help with this. We need volunteers for the children and student ministry, both in the nursery and on Sunday nights. Patrick is looking for people to help expand the network of surrogate aunts and uncles and fathers and mothers here in the church. That's what we get, is by gift of being in one body as one family of God. We get the joy of having surrogate, as I often say, I need my children to have surrogate aunts, surrogate grandparents, other people in the family of God to help encourage and reinforce the teaching that we are endeavoring to give them through the volunteers. And so we need youth and family. We need help with that. We need people to help usher. If you would like to be an usher, we can train you up how to do that. If you would like to help be a lay reader or a chalice bearer, there's just a list of things. And we would love to help you get more involved in the life of your church because, well, we need you, but also we believe that service to the church in this way is also edifying and will help you take an even deeper and more full interest in the life of what's going on here at St. Luke. So please consider that. You don't have to do it every week, and you can do it for a season or not, or if you used to do it and now you want to do it, or there's all sorts of ways we can work with you. But we definitely are asking for some help. And there's another ask coming around the corner right here, and that is for our trunk or treat. We have about 16 or 17 trunks, which is great. That's critical mass, but the more the merrier. So if you have been waiting to sign up, this is the time, because we would like to begin to have a solid count of how many trunks we can depend on, and then how many we can then advertise to the both our church and the local community about what their young children can participate in a safe and non-scary way of observing of going trick-or-treating. And so that's what we're looking for volunteers in a variety of areas, and for people to dress up their cars and or themselves in our trunk or treat is what we're looking for. So that's really the extent of the announcements. We have a lot of exciting things coming up. We've got a Trail Life information meeting coming in November. We've got another choral Requiem, a choral Eucharist Requiem, a John Rutter piece on November 4th that we're looking at. We've got all sorts of things coming up in preparation for Advent and then in Christmas, and things are just ramping up around here. And so I, like you, have a full plate, but I'm grateful that weekly, if not bi-weekly, if not, we get to be reset, sort of reconstituted as the people of God through word and sacrament, and sent back out once again for the rest of the week in peace to love and serve the Lord. And so it's a great joy to be part of that with you. Continue to pray for your St. Luke's, pray for leadership here, for the diocesan leadership, pray for our bishop, and we will look forward to seeing the Lord continue by his mercies to lavish us with his many blessings. And so until I see you next week, take care and God bless. All right.